Alright guys, welcome to Dragon Cup 11. This is lower bracket round of 8 between Stargazer 1 and Kashila. This is my first game casting, so hopefully this goes all well. We'll see. Both players pick Gaussian. Their starting map was Clash.
Repel all heretics and protect our legacy. Secure the artifacts.
Bit interesting match. I'm not too familiar with either of these players. Both of them are, I think this is their first tournament each, so we'll see how they do. I will say though that I did see Stargazer's earlier games and he looked very promising, so I don't know how good Kashila is or Kashila, so we'll just have to see.
Coordinates verified.
Advance on new heading.
Salvager construction complete. Systems online.
Carrier systems operational.
Okay, it looks like nope, he's going for some
idle.
7 start here on Stargazer. It looks like Kashila is going for a production cruiser first. Pretty standard. Both players are playing very greedy. Both sacked are base runners, which I don't know if that's pretty meta or not, but not Gaussian players, so I wouldn't know.
Salvager online.
Stargazer is now taking his production cruiser upgrade here, but I feel like he's gonna be a bit behind here, just because it's such a long tech. He already has the salvagers out, and he's just kind of sitting here on his hands. Meanwhile, yeah, it looks like Kashila he's already up onto 8 salvagers here.
Targeting CU field.
And he's gonna have is he not taking the sand skimmer? Is that right?
Carrier systems
interesting.
operational.
Okay. Yeah, so right now
Systems offline.
Stargazer appears to be pooling his resources. I think he should have gone production mode before going to extra salvagers, but I'm not too certain.
Production cruiser
Someone else might be able to back me up on that. At the same time here, Kashila now is finally finishing skimmer production. He has
Defense fleet has reached max.
Huge amount of is he building? Let me just look at production
Artifact
here.
detected. Course secured.
Where did all his okay, he just attacked assault ship here. I was wondering where all his CUs went.
Light attack vehicle online. Fleet capacity upgraded.
Both players, I don't see the attack from Stargazer here. He is producing skims, but just keeping it right at his. Okay, now he's moving them out. That's what you want to do. Having units at your base just sitting here doesn't really do anything. I like this. You should get a nice scout here. Still no units from Kashila though. He is fully maxed out on his second base.
Heretic scanner spotted.
But it's very hard to spend these RUs at the start of the game. I guess both players are going for second production cruiser here, so both looking for greed.
Light attack vehicle online.
Stargazer have any tech yet?
Carrier systems operational.
Oh, it looks like he's with railgun tech. I feel like this is kind of blind here. I don't know if he has been watching some replays. We're going to be seeing him go a lot of assault rails. But, yeah, we'll see. Alright, let's see. Okay, so we do see Kashila making assault ships here. This right here, I think Stargazer really just wants to scout his opponent right now. You know, he doesn't know what he's up to. I don't think he's seen a single unit.
Assault railgun fabrication online.
Let's look at the unit slots here. Yeah, hasn't even seen a single unit.
And
he's just letting his opponent get away with this huge eco now. Because remember, Kashila was up onto a max second economy way before Stargazer was.
Awaiting command.
Who's actually still not filled out yet. And now he's already expanding to both, or I guess both players are expanding to their third.
Relay command. Relay rally position.
See, this is okay. So in this case, I think it's just not scouting the main or the natural with the sand skimmers. I think is a huge problem here. He thinks that he's ahead of his opponent because he's scouted his third. When in reality, he's pretty much even eco with him as ready.
Capacity upgraded. High speed to
he will get the scout off here. He will see those assault ships.
Assault railgun in service.
But I mean, this scout is a little bit too late here.
Strikecraft destroyed.
Okay.
Advance.
Looks like there's just some kind of all in here actually. Very interesting.
This is your captain.
I think.
Send
Does
command.
he see that?
Base
No.
runner
I
construction
feel like he doesn't
achieved.
know. He
Rally
does.
position
Okay, gets a
marked.
BR out.
Active.
Base runner moving.
That actually will be pretty good against cruiser or the carrier push out. Once the carrier is about here, he can actually slip base runners into the back.
Verified.
But he needs to
Move
get
to
out rails. He needs to scout
Systems
this.
reading.
Established.
Again,
Extraction systems charged.
these units here are not really doing
Strike
much.
craft ready.
They're just kind of wasting their time.
Commander, we have insufficient resource units.
This is, again, Kashila's doing something very similar though with these assault ships. I feel like you could really just push these out, push these across the field. He hasn't
Defense
seen
alert.
railguns
Hostile
yet.
carrier detected.
He might expect that his opponent is
Long
going something
range
because all he
advance
saw was 5 sand skimmers so far.
Ready. Assault rail.
Alright, Stargazer now sees the enemy carrier
Ready for
push.
deployment.
This is where
Destination locked in. All
I
systems
feel like
ready.
he needs to start
Moving to
building
destination. Base runner construction
heavy
achieved.
rails here. I think assault rails are in,
Destination
they're
locked
still
in.
pretty good, not gonna lie.
Assault railgun
This
online.
is very interesting from Kashila. I don't think interceptor
Grid mark
fabrication
set.
is very
Advance.
good right now. It is good against
Light attack
the
vehicle
assault
online.
rails, but if you're
Operator,
pushing your
in course.
carrier up like this, it's very hard to deploy aircraft safely. This little
Strike craft
backstab
on
here is
Light attack
going to be
vehicle
completely
online.
thwarted by
Artifact
these assault
extraction
ships.
Team en route.
Sand skimmer taking fire.
He's really in no,
Heretic forces
there's no
are
threat right
extracting an
now.
artifact.
Railgun
Sand
I
skimmer
feel like this
attendants
base
online.
runner is definitely in vain as well.
range systems full functional.
Okay, let's see here.
Moving to
We have, what,
destination.
5 assault ships? He had the high ground there for a
Hostile
second.
base runner
I would
Defensive.
pull these units
Heretic
back,
forces
put them
are
on the high ground.
extracting
Okay,
an
we do have some
artifact.
high ground here. He is doing some damage on the carrier.
Assault railgun destroyed.
Yeah, okay. Oh, I thought it was not going to do as well as it has been doing. Is this just a carrier throw? Okay, he does get... Is that a heal here? I feel like he's gotten the heal out
Moving to
now.
destination. Moving to escort support.
Yeah, okay, so he did get the heal out. He is probably going to go for a second heal
Egon
here.
production cruiser online.
He has
Research
killed
concluded.
almost all of the assault rails.
Target zone
2 left.
verified. Assault railgun
He's not
lost.
moving his carrier. I think
Rally
this is the
position
real
marked.
issue here. He could be moving his carrier around. He does get 1 interceptor out. Oh, it's close.
Heretic forces
Oh,
have lost the artifact.
and it does go down here. So the first game does go to
Carrier system defense
Stargazer.
group 2 lost.
It almost looked like just
Route.
kind of a
The
pretty bad
heretics have been
throw.
repelled.
But, you know, hopefully the series will even out. Anyway, on to the next game. We have a very nice replay pack. I think either Bozo assembled this or Stargazer did. Not entirely certain, but either way, it's very nice here. So let's take a look at the next replay. Welcome back to JC11. This is the second game against Stargazer and Kashila. Both players playing Galaxian. The first game went to Stargazer pretty handily in a daring carrier move out by Kashila.
Established. Extraction systems charged. Pointed. We have discovered a sacred site. Secure the wreck.
Also, we do have the notepad here. We can see that
Rally position designated.
so it looks like
Rally
Star
position
banned
designated. Charge
Firebase
ready.
Krill, Kashila banned Tight End Passage. Kashila picks Kalash Cave. Interesting, okay. And Star picks this map. Next game will be the Shallows,
Salvager online.
picked by Kalisha. Star will
Move
pick
to
Torn
destination.
Crater. It looks like there was no
Salvager
5th map
online.
picked. Very interesting.
Verified grid mark in advance.
Systems online.
Oh,
Set drive
okay.
idle.
Little, you know, it's pretty heretical there from the Galaxian. Alright, this game looks like either he's having trouble sacking the base runner, but he will be sacking it. Yes, okay.
Carrier systems
Okay,
ready.
no sack by Stargazer this game. Interesting. Let's see if
Move to
he's.
destination.
Alright, I don't know
Confirm.
how I feel about this. This second base runner here feels
Base runner moving.
just gonna be a little bit too slow. And
Salvager construction complete.
not really certain his plan here.
Salvager moving.
He probably
Set
will.
charges right there.
He probably will still try to go refinery mode. Yeah, we do see that. But Kashila is 30 seconds up right now.
Base run ready.
Recognized.
Will he get both of these? Probably. We did. No, actually, okay. I think Kashila's build here is actually just a bit. The opener is just a little bit better, actually. We do have Sam Skimmer coming out in a timely manner.
Targeting CU.
We don't have any kind of tech so far from Stargazer.
Salvager construction
Carrier
complete.
systems operational.
Rally position marked.
Ready. Targeting RU field.
This is definitely an interesting opener, I should say. Both players is content to just sit on their naturals here and mine out.
Maneuvering up.
Okay, so we saw Sand Skimmer production finish, immediately attacking the
Base
rating.
salvager
Okay,
online.
so this just shows that
We
he.
have
Oh,
dialed in an artifact signal.
okay, so he
Securing
canceled the
crew
attack one
artifact
for armor.
extraction team
Not
en
entirely
route.
certain that.
Production cruiser
That's very
ready to
necessary right
receive
now.
resources from salvagers.
Capture.
So he's actually not even producing Sand Skimmers.
Artifact extraction
Unless this
team
is
en route.
a. No, it looks like that he's producing the. Okay, yep, Salvager here.
Strike craft
Yeah, I think with
fabrication
that,
online.
he's gonna get
Increase
double
at maximum
extract
capacity.
here.
Carrier active.
So, yeah. So we all saw Kashila finish Sand Skimmer production first, but he really actually didn't even make any Sand
Light
Skimmers. I
attack
think that was a
vehicle
mistake.
rendering complete.
Looks like he spent time
capacity
just
upgraded.
building salves out on his production cruiser when you could really build them from your carrier and get Sand Skimmer
Light
production
attack vehicle
from your
rendering complete.
production cruiser. Now things are looking very even, except for the
Artifact
fact that
extraction confirmed.
Stargazer is now
Base
up
runner moving.
two artifacts,
Light attack vehicle
possibly a
online.
third. We'll see. Any tech
Salvager
here?
online.
Nope.
Carrier
Okay,
systems
Stargazer is going
operational.
for railgun tech. It's pretty much what he did
Moving
last
to
game.
RU field.
Artifact
He is
extraction
floating a-
confirmed.
A moderate amount of resources here. I'm not okay, I was gonna say I feel like he should be building this production
Maneuvering
cruiser
up.
now. We do see Sam
Be
Skimmer started to
advised,
push out
tracking
across the field.
unidentified hostile.
From Kashila here.
Moving monitor
It's too late to
scans.
stop these base runners, but we do see
Set
a
for
very
advance.
kind of almost a similar mirror being pushed out from
Destination
A
verified.
base
Stargazer
runner is
here.
taking damage.
That assignment. Command verified.
Kashila will have the upgrade advantage here. I
Carrier
believe
online.
it's
Awaiting
yeah, he
directives.
has 2 armor.
Relay command.
So-
Guarding support craft.
He will be able to win these early Sand Skimmer trades, but I mean that's just not what Stargazer wants to do right now.
Ready.
What's up, A-Game? Sorry I missed that. Haven't used to
Artifact
casting this.
extraction team en route.
Ready to set.
So this one base runner is gone.
Base runner lost.
Did do its capture earlier. I feel like right now Kashila should be able to tell that he's
Production cruiser
way ahead on
rendering
upgrades here. He also outnumbers the opponent.
Production cruiser
Perhaps
ready
he just really respects the heal here.
now. Rally position marked.
By the way, for those who don't know, you
Strike
can
status
actually, if you
positive.
just click on a unit, you can see the upgrades your opponent has. I guess you technically have to know what they are, but if they're green like this, you can tell that he has at least speed,
Assault
armor,
railgun
and at least
online.
damage 1 very, very
Command
easily.
verified.
Actually, if we
Sand
check, we can
skimmer
see that
taking
he's...
fire.
Grid mark set.
Here we go, this little fight here. Again, yeah, these upgrades here,
A strike
but
craft has been destroyed.
yeah, the heal comes out.
Support systems
I feel like he can easily overwhelm the assault
New
rail.
position.
Even with 2, no, okay. Yeah, I think he's being overwhelmed now. I don't see any production on the
Assault
backside
railgun
here.
lost.
He's just floating. Okay, he's going air again. This
Hostile
is what
strike
Course,
craft
I
destroyed.
guess Bozo would call low tempo play.
Escort
Where
support craft.
he's putting no pressure on this
Coordinates
midfield.
verified.
He's
Move to destination.
his tech to air is, you know, it's not a
Command
bad
verified.
idea, I guess you could say, but it's just not the
Hold
right
position.
time. Right now,
Base
he's just
runner
lost
record
control
acknowledged.
completely over mid.
Systems online.
He also invested very heavily into the upgrades for Sand Skimmers, and I think in total he
Light
built
attack
10.
vehicle online.
That's
Artifact
okay amount, but
extraction confirmed.
if you're going to check to air, you should not really waste those
Keep
resources
navigation
on Sand Skimmer upgrades.
Ready.
Now he's going to have to pull off his natural here.
Salvager online.
We have 2 assault rails. They're just going to chunk these
Sand
Sand
skimmer
Skimmers
under
down.
fire.
Base equipment.
Even with the upgrades, they're
Strike craft
it's just not
destroyed.
enough right now.
Invasion strike craft
Meanwhile, behind
down.
this, Stargazer is okay. It looks like a bad rally, but he is filling up his third.
Awaiting.
Salvage
Ooh,
construction
okay.
complete.
Yeah, this happens. You just gotta be careful with moving the carrier when he's selecting. It's not just selected here. Again, in this position right here, this is production cruiser should head towards the main base, and you should pull out the carrier. Looks like he actually has production cruiser on his main too, so his carrier is free to move. I don't know why he's keeping it back here. Perhaps he saw in the earlier game that he really lost his carrier. Okay, wow. My bad. I did not notice how. I guess these skimmers actually were able to just get the jump, and
Sand skimmer enhancements
Stargazer
online.
really just
A
did
base runner is under
kind of
attack.
stops his production.
Artifact extraction team en route. Location marked.
So again, he teched air. We don't see. Okay, we see one air being produced now.
Grid
This game is very interesting in the flow. We have pressure being applied by one player and then immediately applied by the other one.
Strikecraft destroyed.
Like right now, Stargazer is not producing any units.
Carrier online.
I think she's just waiting for assault. But you really gotta spend these CUs. That's just not good.
Defense alert. Artifact dropped.
I do admire the attempt. I think right now you can
Base
just
runner
drop a free
destroyed.
scanner, but he's gonna lose his base runner.
Ready for deployment.
I believe his intent is to produce these assault ships, but they're not gonna come out quick enough.
Defense
He
alert.
has
Artifact dropped.
almost what, like 12, almost 14, 16 skims, and they're gonna come here and they're just gonna kill whatever they see, whether or not you had the counter unit. It's just not gonna be
Armored
enough.
ship rendered.
Hostile detected.
He still doesn't realize his ship. Okay. I don't think he scouted the interceptors here,
Armored craft
but
taking fire.
he will be behind the interceptors. Again, yeah, we see these assault ships just get immediately smacked down by the sand skimmers
Salvager
here.
is in contact.
I really feel like he should have been building sand skimmers while he was waiting for the tech. That way at least he has some units to tank. I do like the carrier move out here. He knows that he needs it. He can, I think it's, okay, there we go. There's the power shunt here. He does hopefully switch and bring the production cruiser back to there.
Artifact detected. Secure the
So
holy
he's,
site.
weakening down these skimmers, but
Command heated. Advance into position. Command heated.
I feel,
Advance into position.
yeah, it just looks pretty dire. Doesn't look over because again, they are skimmers. They're not going to threaten the carrier. He's going to be able to protect his production cruisers with the carrier.
Production systems online.
I don't see any move orders here.
Maneuvering out.
Really,
Recovery
the
artifact.
production cruiser should just be at his main.
Systems reading.
He could probably keep his carry here and maybe move back to his third with the production cruiser if he feels
A
safe.
base runner is taking damage.
He keeps building his base runner. It's pretty much of a kind of a wasted thing. His eco is hurting a lot now.
Destination locked in. Force out.
Meanwhile, we have Kashila here, 2 full wings, and he's full third queued up.
Move and charge point
Again,
defenses.
he has
Salvager
this-
taking fire.
Positioning.
This production cruiser sitting on top of his main. Oh, looks like this is going to be full
Defense
south
alert.
wipe here.
Salvager destroyed.
Yeah, that's not going to be a
Advance.
not going to be pretty here. Also, it looks like a carrier completely caught out here. That's really why you wanted the carrier to stay in the center here when you have these skimmers.
Move to destination.
Now these skimmers can just do a nice and perfect run through.
Maneuvers grid mark.
He's just trying to cause as much eco chaos as he can.
Destination lost.
I feel like he should. Yeah, there you go. Go to the main right now.
Defense alert. Salvager lost.
He should see that it looks almost completely unprotected.
Ready.
He might even be able to just kill this cruiser entirely, or
Acknowledge.
nope. He's gonna do the smart thing. He's gonna
Defense
focus
alert.
the.
Production cruiser
Nope.
is in
Okay.
contact.
I think
Defense
he can
alert.
kill the
Cruiser
cruiser
has been engaged.
this way, but he needs to maybe micro these skimmers a little bit better.
Moving under fire.
Bring him away from the assault ships. He does change targets here. The splash
Armored
damage
craft
though.
has been lost.
Charging
We don't see anything else coming out of this production cruiser.
Carrier
I don't see any.
online.
Okay,
Awaiting directive.
he is gonna start building one.
Salvager is
Oh,
in
maybe he was
contact.
producing one. I missed
Research
it.
fulfilled.
So
Awaiting.
that is
Send command.
he does hold, but that eco cost was
Acknowledge.
pretty deadly. Yeah, we do see here, and this
Moving to
doesn't
destination.
take into account that for probably about 2-3
Armored
minutes he was
ship
long
online.
distance mining, wasn't even on his third. I mean, I guess speaking of which, Kashila doesn't, but I mean that's kind of interesting. You can see that you don't always need to push out.
Defense alert.
This
Hostile
is
strike fighter
4
inbound.
full wings
We've got
of
an
interceptors
artifact
here.
signal. Secure it.
Carrier initialized.
He's just now building interceptors. honestly, this game looks pretty over.
Defense alert. Salvager destroyed. Defense alert.
Just
Production
maybe a bit
cruiser
too
destroyed.
greedy from Stargazer,
Awaiting
where
send
when he
command.
pushed to the third, he didn't back up his assault, and he just
We
kept
have
his units
visual
there
on the
a little bit
artifact.
too
We
long.
must
Got
claim
ran down.
Cedric's legacy.
Command established.
Armored craft taking
Now
fire.
his assault ships are literally just being chewed apart by these interceptors here. I don't believe he even lost a single one on the production cruiser kill, so he also has Afterburner. He is getting recharge upgrade. Because he does have 4 wings, it will take quite a while for the interceptors to dock. So there is a little bit of a respite. Let's see how Stargazer can come back in again. This carrier micro needs to be. It's one thing. You just gotta pay attention to where your carrier is.
Operator.
He's also not. There you go. Giving orders to his salvagers here. Really should just try to put him back on this main. This right here is, by pushing out with this assault ship, not only is it kind of a throw because he has no way to stop the interceptors. He doesn't have the map presence right now to push away. And I believe he's not targeting it. So again, another pretty good production cruiser snipe, and again, it's looking really over. Base runner being built, probably not necessary, but he doesn't actually have any more production cruiser. He should, I was gonna say, he should cancel that tack. He's not gonna be able to build any more units. But it looks like he kind of realizes that he is 3 artifacts captured, so maybe he wants to go for some kind of carrier all in.
Interceptor launching. Fighters spooling up.
He launches his own interceptors here. Unfortunately, I don't believe he has Afterburner, so he actually will not be able to catch up with any of these interceptors. Oh, he does get one. Yes. Still though, very value by Kashila here.
Maintain active scans.
If he wanted to, I feel like he could snipe that. He can't dock.
Course set.
3 bombers.
Interceptor taking fire.
This is a throw here. With 3 interceptors, you're not really going to threaten the AoE.
Defense alert.
Yeah.
Interceptor lost. Carrier active.
Alright. So he's not giving up though. I respect that. I respect that. He's trying to get this. Oh,
A base runner
the base
is
runner
under
snipe.
attack. Armored craft under attack.
Oh, he does try to get the heal out. It doesn't work. That was a good idea though. Perhaps he could just
Base runner destroyed.
sneak in there while his opponent was sleeping, but Kashila does not let him
Defense
do
alert.
that.
Salvager destroyed. Awaiting directive.
Looks like he's going to kind of go for an all-in here, probably expecting that his opponent has a third. I think he's going to be a little bit surprised when he sees that he doesn't.
New course entered.
Destination locked in.
But I don't think it's going to matter too much.
Awaiting salvage.
I don't even know if I can call this long-distance mining, because this is a cross-map mine. Haven't seen that before.
Proceed to map point. Defense alert.
He is launching
Hostile
bombers
strike
now.
fighter inbound.
Looks like he probably will just be able to snipe the enemy
Alert.
carrier
Carrier
with
taking
just
fire.
his air.
Salvager is in
I
contact.
think
Combat
there's
ready.
just not enough damage right now on the carrier for threat much.
Defense
Does
alert. Salvager
Sheila
lost.
has full air upgrades, so he's gonna have.
Alert.
I believe
Carrier
he
hull at
built these
75%
bombers before he has
integrity.
ammo tech.
Advanced contact.
So actually the bombers will
Defense
still
alert.
only have 2 shot
Hostile bomber
seats.
spotted.
It's a bit unfortunate, but I don't think it's gonna
Carrier
change the
range
outcome too
systems
much.
offline. Systems offline. Carrier weapon systems offline. Carrier repair systems online. Carrier weapon
We're down to
systems
that.
online.
2/3 health. Skibs clean up the back eco, so pretty much just watching himself die here. But still, I think this game was
Carrier hull at 50%
in Stargazer's
integrity.
grasp. I think when he pushed out the natural hero of Kashila, he just did back up his forces. He didn't keep the pressure up. You know, whether that was not building enough units, or he looks like he just kind of stopped production. You know, I feel like if he could have kept up the pressure, he really could have boxed his opponent in here and actually had a very nice game too.
Maintain power during this round.
Kashila playing it very defensively. 3 production cruisers.
Salvager destroyed.
Yet his main carrier does not want to move out. Full air here. Oh, this is like punching a kid on the playground while he's down. It's not a good look.
Defense alert. Salvager destroyed. Defense alert. Incoming hostile strike fighters.
Disassembly protocols.
You know, he's playing it out, so We'll have to watch it
Carrier
now.
range systems offline.
Again, I feel like maybe the first game Kashila was he wasn't happy with the way he moved his carriers. Now he's just not moving it at all. But anyway, that finishes our second game. That brings the score to a 1-1.
Defense Group 1
It's tied.
lost.
And
Repeat. Withdraw.
I'm pretty happy. At least it's going to go
Failure
to at least a
will be
game 4.
preserved.
Anyway, on to the next game. Alright, this is the third game in the series for Draki Cup 11. A bit louder. Oh, okay. Let me just edit that. Let me know if it sounds good or not. Thanks, A-Game. Alright, this is the third game in the series between Kashila and Stargazer. First game, Kashila looked very, I want to say a little uncomfortable. It just looked like a carrier's suicide. But the second game, he definitely looked a lot better. His strategy with his air definitely came out. Really showed force. Let's look here at these opening builds. Interesting. Did he just not build for 10 seconds? But shouldn't matter too much. Both characters are carriers. We see sacrificing their base runners here. Ooh, very interesting opener. This is one we haven't seen so far in the series. This is a Sand Skimmer opener. We normally have been watching a lot of greed from these two players. Actually, both players going for the Sand Skimmer production. Very interesting. I wonder if it's just because the map is small, because I generally believe this map is kind of a more greedy map. It's very easy to defend your base, but we'll see here. Kashila going assault ship. I wonder, perhaps he is pushing out. Oh, okay, cool. You have a 2PC. Okay, so this is a mistake, I believe. He built Sand Skimmer fab, and he's not producing any Sand Skimmers. Hopefully he rectifies that. Okay, there we go. So he's going to be able to make use of that fabrication.
We do not have enough CUs.
I don't think it's easy to aggro on this map though.
Course set. Charge layout set. Get started.
Especially he's going to go assault ships, I guess. Maybe he's going to be putting his production cruiser into the back here, and hopefully. Stargazer could be completely out of position here.
Advance to CU target.
But he is going to have 2 PCs, so he's going to definitely outproduce.
Acknowledge.
Assault ship fab is almost finishing up. He is fleet capped here.
Carrier systems ready.
Maybe he's not. I'm actually not certain how the performance works in that regard. No, I don't think he is, because he is. It is Stargazer who's fleet capped.
Command authority recognized.
Definitely a very aggro opener though from both players. I like that though, mixing it up.
Light attack vehicle online. Fleet capacity upgrade and very lack construction units. Move to destination.
Yeah, I agree. A-Game. I think we'll see here. He's going to be pushing up with this one assault ship, and by the time the carrier can fight off one assault ship pretty easy, so the damage to the base is going to be definitely very limited. He's going to have 2 though, I guess. Let's see what the response here from Stargazer. I believe this time he should just pull these probes. There we go. And we do see the carrier spin, but oh, that's definitely a missed micro. But a nice carrier block comes out, and actually he pretty much just stops the assault ships. Very well played by Stargazer here. The skims are coming back in, but he didn't micro the probes far enough. He should, for those who don't know, if Gaussian units, when they are near the carrier and the carrier is moving, they actually cannot shoot, because they just have to rotate and try to get out of the way of the carrier, and because they can only shoot forwards, it actually prevents them from shooting. Very nice save though, by the way, of that assault ship. So he should be kind of just driving the carrier into these assault ships. Ooh.
Defense alert. Salvager destroyed. Hostile craft detected.
Yeah, this was almost like a blind counter. I mean, not too. Again, I'm not a Gaussian main, so I have no idea. But this just almost looks like Assault Ship Rush just completely owned this 2 PC rush. And unfortunately, we're not going to see the same effect here in the backside here. This carrier easily going to be able to
We
clean up
just lost a production cruiser.
those sand skimmers.
Cruiser in combat.
Yeah, this is a second production cruiser down.
Ready
Wow.
for deployment.
Not again. He's building tech for a unit he can't build.
Combat.
Wow, I did not expect the game. It is a bit weak. I guess maybe this is also the map too, I think. And okay, he does just quit here. He sees the writing on the wall. And that is the end of the game. Yeah, I think it's 2PC is a little bit better in maps that are like bigger. We have more time to kind of make use of that. The extra. Okay, so give me a second here. I gotta find where these maps are. You have more time to make use of that extra production slot. But speaking of big maps, next map is Torn Crater. And this is the 4th game. Currently, Kashila holds the lead 2-1 over Stargazer. I'm gonna say I did not expect this. I was watching Stargazer's early games and quite impressed, but Kashila has just kind of mixed up his earlier strategy of like super greed into super aggro. So we'll see here what each player decides to do. Looks like Stargazer is going to keep up the BR. The base runner from Kashila, maybe also the same. So pretty much, except for the very first match, which is a bit odd,
Carrier active.
each player has kind of gone a different build every single game.
Salvager online.
I'm expecting both player.
Moving to RU field.
Yeah, he does. I feel like he doesn't.
Course set.
But he definitely looks very, obviously very promising.
Systems reading.
I think just getting used to the
Salvager
ebb and flow
construction
of the game takes a while.
Moving to CU field.
Verified.
But
grid mark
on
in
the same
advance.
side
Carrier
though,
weapon
I feel like
systems
Kashila feels very. I don't want to say like
Scan log
robotic, but
established.
he
Tracking
either
targets.
just moves his carrier or he
Enemy base runner
doesn't.
authenticated.
Maybe he's microing other parts of the map. Whereas, okay, this is an accidental carry move, but we definitely see Stargazer kind of making more reaction and stuff like that. But I mean, Kashila's been playing well. He's up 2-1, so I can't say too much bad stuff about him.
Destination. Carrier
see.
online. Awaiting directive.
He is
Carrier
kind of
active.
behind though, as far as
Ready for deployment.
tech is. Was he just asleep at the wheel? 'Cause that's kind of what it feels like right now.
Hold here.
Is he producing? Only not double producing. Interesting.
Enemy sensor post.
Perhaps he's
destroyed.
saving up for his second PC. I'd like to at least hope that
Ready for
is true.
operations.
Again, Stargazer, this is I think the second time I've seen him just move his carrier. He needs, once you notice this, you really need to move your carrier back. For these last two salvagers there, it really hurts.
Destination verified. Move into position and charge array.
But I mean, okay, we did kind of, berate Kashila for not getting production up, but now, I mean, he opened the rec and he has it, so it's really, I think both players opened the rec at the same time.
Artifact signal confirmed. It must be seized. Defense alert. Heretic
So I don't
forces
really
are
see any
extracting
issue
an
here.
Artifact extraction team en route.
What are you building? Okay, but again, both players filling up. Looks like they're filling up their.
Command authority.
No, it looks like. Did he turn off? Wait.
Carrier systems operational.
Oh, he didn't actually get it. Okay, why did I think he got that?
Vehicle online.
He actually hasn't gotten refinery mode
Course
yet.
set. Moving to CU field.
I'm not sure I like this.
Command verified.
Maybe he's trying to ensure that he gets a second base runner.
Attack vehicle online. We have insufficient resources.
But I feel like now he's going to be really far behind in this game. Earlier carrier
Coordinates
systems
verified.
from
Light attack vehicle
Sheila.
rendering complete. Fleet
I wonder if
capacity
he's going to do
upgraded.
like what he did in game 1 with the carrier all in. Well, I guess we'll have to see here.
Carrier systems ready.
Stargazer,
Assault railgun
railgun tech.
online.
He is getting the assault railguns out, but
Defense
his.
alert. Heretic forces have secured an artifact.
I think he's going to be kicking for himself with this one. You for sure. Maybe he thought he got this
Light
upgrade
attack vehicle online.
because
Awaiting deployment.
It was more than 5 assault rails, but yeah, I think the high ground
Attack
and
vehicle
just
rendering complete.
he only had carrier power 2, I believe, at that time as
Command
well.
artifact extraction confirmed.
Base runner moving. Ready for deployment.
This is actually something I'm always considering whether or not it's better to grab the center artifact or the one closer to your extraction. Because we do see he grabbed the center and he is going to go back for an easier grab. But actually, it almost looks like the other player could deny the grab. Maybe not.
Assault railgun in service.
But he will actually, I think, probably end up killing these that base runner with some skims.
Moving to destination.
Kashila,
Moving to destination.
no sweat here. He's just straight going into second PC here. Hasn't gotten an assault ship tech that we normally see. He does finally produce a skim here. I do like this. Game 1, he didn't scout. Now he's scouting. He can see. If we only see 3 salves mining, but he should see 4 salves here.
Artifact
He knows
detected.
his opponent's
Secure
mining.
the holy site.
He definitely should kind of look at this and say, hey, I'm definitely behind now on economy here.
Move and monitor scans. Strike systems online.
We do see the second base runner get artifact.
Hostile strike craft destroyed.
Stargazer will win this trade, but eventually the Sand Skimmer's production from
Production
Kashila will win.
to receive
We do see his carrier moving out. Again, second game he didn't do that, but now he did. It's pretty nice. I like to see a little bit of development in the players
The
watching.
strike craft has been destroyed.
He does leave his flank exposed to just 2 assault rails. Nothing too to worry about, but
Railgun advance.
still could be a real big harassment there. He has unlocked his carrier.
Defense alert. Hostile carrier spotted.
Again, he's
extraction confirmed.
what? I don't know why my computer's doing that. He is going armor again
Enemy base
for
runner
skims, which
authenticated.
he only has 3 of at this time. Doesn't seem to be reacting to the stab on his main base. There we go. Pulls salves. He does lose 1.
Enemy salvager destroyed.
Looks like his carrier is actually going to go back over there, which is what he should do.
Assault
I think
railgun in service.
Sand skimmer
trying to
under
move
fire.
his carrier out at this point was just way too greedy. He has his skims kind of idle here. He really wants to
Engage in
just
strike
kill him.
craft.
Hopefully he
Down.
doesn't lose this last salvager here.
Target location marked.
Strike craft destroyed.
Course.
Alright, looks like he does live.
Enemy sensor post eliminated.
I think with that stab though, Stargazer is back in. He's getting his 3rd up now.
Operator.
Meanwhile, Kashila's been completely pushed off his main.
Salvager online.
I think that was kind of a mistake. I mean,
Acknowledge.
maybe a
Artifact
little bit of
extraction
scouting would have been
team en
able
route.
to detect that earlier on. He will be able to immediately bounce back to 3
Course
bases.
set.
But it looks like he's getting a move order to his carrier to move actually out and around.
Combat ready.
Prime charges.
Salvager
We do
construction
see
complete.
blind
Artifact detected.
missile battery tech or
Secured
missile ship
all
tech.
costs.
Excuse me. It is a
Sector.
Gaussian we're playing here, which makes sense considering I
Salvager
think every other
online.
game Kashila has gone for air tech, except for this game. I
Destination
don't see
verified.
any tech.
Advance to
He does
target.
have carrier systems 3.
Salvager
But-
construction complete. Rally position designated.
I believe also he will be able to deny this thing. I just don't see him winning this,
Support ready.
especially just a lone
Salvager
carrier.
online. Their missile ship capacity
Stargazer
online.
kind of do what he did game 1, which was just
Right,
have
dispatch.
rails. Also,
Base runner ready.
final thing, 5 skimmers are able to,
Hostile carrier
maybe if he
detected.
pulls them together,
Our base
he
runner
can
is
hold
taking
off.
damage.
Awaiting command.
Looks like though, however, he does see the carrier. He will start moving his rails there.
Salvager construction
No rail armor, so the carrier can do damage, but
Advance.
I believe
Awaiting command.
now he should be getting... Oh my gosh, the float here is pretty unreal. Kashila's actually managing it pretty well. The Stargazer is definitely floating way too many units.
complete at maximum capacity.
I do like how he is sending
All
his
systems
attack to
ready.
his main, his opponent's base.
Advance up. Ready to adjust.
What was his game 1 or no?
On the
Game
way.
2 or 3? I think he's
Awaiting
they did something
capacity
similar.
upgraded.
Just kind of clear out his base. The opponent really cannot do anything. I guess Gaussian has definitely an easier time than Coalition.
A strike craft
But-
has been destroyed.
Artifact
Uh,
extraction team en route.
well,
Defense alert.
Definitely going to cause some eco
Artifact
damage, which when you're doing this
verified.
all in is kind of, I don't want to say free for Kashila, because he is going to lose these assault rails, which is kind of what you need to attack the carrier at this point. And actually, he's not microing them, and at this close range, these assault rails will not shoot.
Hostile strike craft destroyed.
So it's just gonna spin.
Assault railgun
So
lost.
actually, that's definitely a big blunder here. And now he's at his base, and he actually has nothing to deal with this carrier.
Salvager is in contact.
The skimmers are not going to do anything against that for sure.
Confirmed.
Again, I feel like this was a huge
Defense
blunder
alert.
again by
Salvager
Stargazer.
destroyed.
He had the units to deal with the carrier.
Position.
He saw the enemy carrier, and yet he didn't decide to replace his assault rails that he pushed out with more heavy rails or assault rails on his main.
Destroyed.
I do like though he is varying up his carrier. He definitely is not going to win the power war here, but he's selling the
Command
Kashila here. He's not going to let him push into his base.
Cruiser verified.
Again, the eco focus here. Should just move this to the main, keep his carrier here. Skimmers at this point are kind of a waste. Looks like he does kind of see that, and
Light attack vehicle rendered complete.
gonna have to
Systems
guard
offline.
move.
But
His carrier is not going to be able to fight up against Kashila here. He really needs to get those,
Cruiser online.
and he has the money. Oh wait, what?
Coordinates verified.
I'm actually not certain of the price,
set. Advance.
but I feel like he has the money for at least one heavy rail.
Carrier range systems offline. Carrier weapon systems offline. Systems online.
I think this is the right move here. He goes for speed over repair. Kind of a trap for the newer players going for repair,
Moving to
because as
destination.
soon as you run out, your damage actually stops entirely.
Combat strike craft has been destroyed.
Oh my gosh! I didn't actually see that. He got carrier 5, and he actually gets the supersonic missile barrage dump to clinch the series.
Defense Group 1.
Wow, that was pretty
This conflict
unexpected.
is lost. Return to a camouflage
Anyway, that's the
failure.
end of the series. Nice 3-1 win here for Kashila, so we will see Kashila advancing the next the round of 4.